conference opponents, the Orioles of St. Louis Park. Right now, we'd like to ask you to please rise. Face the flag at the south end of the gym. Take off your hats, put your hand over your heart, as we honor our great nation with Francis Scott Key's Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem. And now the starting lineups, introduced alternately, beginning with our guests from St. Louis Park. Starting in the guard, a 5'9" junior, number 1, Rudy Massey. For our Hawks, starting in the guard, a 5'8" senior co-captain, number 2, Kennedy Sanders. For St. Louis Park, starting in the second guard, 5'7" junior, number 30, Evie Schmitz. For Chaska, starting in the second guard, a senior, 5'9", number 12, co-captain Anna Lent. For St. Louis Park, starting in a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Jordan McMahon. For our Hawks, starting in the third guard, a 5'11" senior co-captain, number 20, Ashley Schilke. For St. Louis Park, starting in a forward, a 5'7" senior, number 24, Stacy Spates. For Chaska, starting at a fourth guard, a 5'11" junior, number 24, Aubrey Heyer. And for St. Louis Park, starting at a third forward, a 5'10" senior, number 32, Macy Alexander. For Chaska, starting at forward, 6'1" sophomore, number 22, we are fortunate to have 3 outstanding female officials. We celebrate that. Our officials, Amy Briggs, Katie Ressi, and throwing the ball up this evening, Ann Naring. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's play some basketball.
Welcome to Chaska High School for tonight's Metro West Conference girls basketball contest between third-ranked Chaska High School and St. Louis Park. My name is Eric Krauscher, and welcome to tonight's broadcast. Excited to be in the director's chair here for the first time after many times in the color commentary role. So excited to check out tonight's contest here. And going into this game, we had a couple players to watch, and Kennedy Sanders for Chaska, Chantel Harden for St. Louis Park, but unfortunately the injury bug has hit the Orioles. Harden, who averages almost 25 points a game, is committed to Mankato, is out with a knee injury. All right, St. Louis Park wins the tap, and they will start possession. Evie Schmidt, number 30 here. McMahon with the shot. Gets her own rebound. Ella Keenan with the rebound. Kennedy Sanders down the court. Aubrey Heyer for three. Count it.
3-point basket by Aubrey Heyer. The assist to Sanders.
That's a great look for Chaska early in the game here. Get Heyer going. Obviously, Aubrey's the younger sister of Mallory Heyer, who plays for the Golden Gophers. An all-time career points leader for Chaska. First foul of the game goes to St. Louis Park. Jordan McMahon. Chaska with possession here. Kennedy Sanders, as I mentioned, leads the Chaska here. 23.6 points per game. Keenan on the floor. Heyer finds nobody. So she turns around, takes a shot. She's got a quick 5 points for Chaska. Heyer comes into the game averaging 5.6, so she's almost already matched that. St. Louis Park on offense. Schmidt's the ball now. Passes it off to Ruby Massey. Macy Alexander with the ball, cross court. McMahon around a pick. Off the glass and in. Great strong move from McMahon there. Little body contact from Chaska co-captain Ashley Schulke with the foul here. Chance for a three-point play for McMahon. That ball's off St. Louis Park. It's got to go Chaska's way. Chaska enters the game here 12-1 overall, 2-0 in the Metro West Conference. Like I said earlier, ranked number 3 in the state. Lenzen finds Heyer in the corner, back to Lenzen. Sanders trying a little high-low with Schulke and Keenan. Heyer with the rebound, gets her own rebound off her own miss. Schulke mid-range jumper, good.
Basket by Schulke, the assist to Heyer.
St. Louis Park enters this game with a 6-5 record. They've played some really, really good teams. Played some tough games. 2-point loss to 10-win Minnetonka. Schmitz with the long 3 and misses. They also lost to 10-win Eden Prairie and 8-win Minnehaha Academy and 12-win Cooper, all by 2 possessions or less. Saunders down the lane or down the baseline, scores. Quick 9-2 lead here for Chaska. Schmitz off to Massey, closely defended by Lenzen. McMahon with the dribble. Off to Alexander. Off to Stacy Spates. We've got a turnover here for St. Louis Park, Chaska's ball. As I mentioned, for St. Louis Park, they are without Chantel Harden, Minnesota State Mankato commit, who's averaging 24.7 points a game this season. She hyperextended her knee against Waconia, according to Arsenio Richardson, the coach of St. Louis Park. In addition, they're also missing Kia Hegdahl, who was another 10-point scorer for the Orioles.
Foul on Keenan, that is her first team.
We've got an offensive foul away from the ball on Ella Keenan for Chaska. St. Louis Park ball. 14:34 left. Oops, steal on a Lenzen. Scoop, score, +1. Lenzen having a really good year this year as a senior co-captain. Averages more than 12 points a game. Scored in double figures in 11 of 13 games this season after being in double figures 4 times last year. Count the free throw, and Chaska has extended it to double digits already here. Less than 4 minutes into the game at 12-2. Saunders with the ball pressure on Schmitz. Schmitz with the different play call, trying to dribble on Sanders. Long three again from Schmitz. Misses, rebound Schulte. She's looking forward to higher. Finds Lenzen in the corner. Lenzen brings it back up top. Oh, wide open Keenan. Easy basket. Coach Richardson says timeout. Chaska is up 14-2.
St. Louis Park is taking a full timeout.
Want to thank our sponsor tonight, Dunn Brothers Coffee of Chaska. Thanks to Mike Webb, owner Mike Webb, and the staff down there for their support of Chaska Hawks basketball. Teacher appreciation night here at Chaska High School as well. Chaska is up 14-2 here, just 4 minutes into the game. If you look at the Hawks over the last 4+ seasons in the Metro West Conference, they have dominated, winning. Well, let's see here. They've won 39 of the last 40 Metro West games over the last 4 seasons, and the only loss came last year against Benilde St. Margaret when Kennedy Sanders was out of that game, and it was still a 1-possession game. So it's funny looking back. Kennedy started playing as an 8th grader, and Chaska has only lost 3 conference games in her career. So, and one she wasn't a part of. St. Louis Park will inbound the ball here from under their basket. Stacy Spates. 7th grader Ellie Frank in the game now for St. Louis Park. McMahon with a shot. Hire comes back for the rebound. They're looking to run. Finds Keenan on the wing to Lenzen. Lenzen back out to Scholke. Good ball movement here from Chaska in a 2-3 zone. Saunders with the 3. Keenan left unblocked out. Then McMahon comes out with the rebound. Schmitz up the court to Spates. McMahon on the drive. Almost a tie up there. Like I said, 7th grader, one of 3 7th graders here on the varsity JV for St. Louis Park. Scholke with the steal, out to Hire. Another offensive rebound for Ella Keenan. Finds Kennedy Sanders on the other side, and we are up to 16-2 in favor of Chaska. Schmitz here with the with the dribble. Off to Frank. Josie Lukoski, senior guard for Chaska, will come in at the next whistle, along with Alexis Schaefer for Chaska. Spates with a good move, stops, but Hire with the clean block. Lenzen's wide open in the front court. Saunders takes it herself, the scoop, doesn't fall. Spates with the rebound, off to Schmitz. Schmitz is also looking to run. Great little shot off the glass. Her first 2 points of the game. Schmitz is second on the team for St. Louis Park at 14.4 points per game, an increase of six points from last year. We got Hire with a miss. Rebound is off Keenan. Ball goes to St. Louis Park. As I mentioned, Lukoski comes into the game for Chaska. She's a Northern Michigan lacrosse commit, averaging 4.4 points per game, coming off a career-high 9 points yesterday in a win, 69-37 win over Champlain Park at St. Catherine University's MLK Classic in St. Paul. Schmitz into the front court, guarded closely by Sanders. Off to, we got another player, another 7th grader, Maria Johnson. 2 7th graders in the court right now for St. Louis Park. Schulke with the steal. Finds Alexis Schaefer. Out to Lukoski. Good defense by Macy. Sanders, though, with the drive and the foul, and will shoot 2.
Was on Massey. That's her second.
That is the second foul on Ruby Massey, senior guard. Saunders long on the first one.
Silas in the game for Chaska.
Senior Kylie Silas checks in for the first time. Silas checks in at 6'3", tallest player on the roster for Chaska. Kylie's averaging almost 6 points a game, had 11 points against Eden Prairie, a career high in the holiday tournament. Sanders makes the second. Chaska 17-4, under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Schmitz into the front court. Off for Johnson, off for Frank. Schmitz back with the ball with the drive in the left hand. Kind of a wing and a prayer, but she is rewarded with 2 shots. First foul on Kennedy Sanders. Schmitz good on the second one. 1 for 2 on that trip. Chaska 17-5. Saunders off for Lukoski. Off for Schulke. Posting up Silas in the paint. Sanders from 3. Off the front rim. Rebound Frank. Sorry, take that back, Johnson. Schmitz up the court again, looking to drive on Sanders. Loses her glasses. Gets her own rebound. There's going to be another foul. That's going to be foul number 2 on Kennedy Sanders on back-to-back possessions here.
Schmitz will shoot 2. That's Sanders' second foul.
Schmitz gets her glasses back on, and she will shoot 2 free throws. Off again.
Lenson back.
Coach Seifert trying to get them to switch the foul. Yeah, I think they're gonna. Foul actually was on Josie Lukoski, not Kennedy Sanders. So Sanders has 1 foul.
It's her first.
Coach Richardson going, eh. Schmitz with the free throw. Cuts the lead to 11 for Chaska right away. That was Schaefer, a little long on her shot. St. Louis Park on the move. Ellie Frank, good strip by Schulke. Orioles retain possession of the ball. Long 3 for Schmitz. Rebound McMahon. Offense is obviously going to go through Schmitz here with with St. Louis Park down Hardin, as well as third leading scorer Kia Hegdahl, who averages 10 points a game. She is not playing as well. McMahon with a three. Off. Lenzen with the rebound, looks ahead for Silas. Oh, great look from Silas. Just couldn't convert, but look at who's there. Josie Lakoski right into the basket, and she scores her first 2 points of the game. Chaska 19-6. Schmitz off for Frank. McMahon at the top of the key, guarded by Silas. Schulke with a little poke of the ball and gets it. Fast break. 2 points for Ashley Schulke. Chaska extends the lead back out to 15 points here. Less than 9 minutes left in the first half. St. Louis Park probably got away with a travel there. Kylie Silas knocks the ball away. It'll be Oriole ball. Got a couple subs for St. Louis Park. Ruby Massey will come back in, as well as Bella Miller, a sophomore guard for St. Louis Park. Good inbound play. Schmitz finds McMahon. She's fouled from behind. Be the first foul on Kylie Silas. McMahon to the free throw line. It's off. It's already the 6th free throw for St. Louis Park in this game. Neither are good. Schulke running the point here with Sanders on the bench. Off for Lenzen. Alexis Schaefer at the top of the key. Back to Lenzen. The drive to the left, spin. Ooh, almost got the roll. Great rebound by Ruby Massey. Back to Schmitz. Runs the ball up for the Orioles. Off for Massey, a little drive, kick out to McMahon. She's been in that spot at the top of the key a bunch. Good running floater from McMahon. Count it. She's got 4. Evie Schmitz got 4 for St. Louis Park so far. Lenzen with a great take to the lane. Ball stripped. Little scoop, but does off the glass, doesn't go. Kylie Silas unable to come up with it. St. Louis Park gets the ball. Mass change here for Chaska. Sanders is back in. We've got Heyer back in. First time, let's see here. We got Keenan's out there. First time for Addie Schneider, freshman. Schaefer remains the only one out there from the last unit. St. Louis Park ball here in the front court. Schmitz off for Massey. Massey with the drive to right. Standing tall is Alexis Schaefer, sophomore forward guard for Chaska. Good block there. Oriole ball. Miller finds McMahon. McMahon again with a really strong move to the right. She's fouled. This will be her 3rd trip to the line here in the first half. Foul's going to go on Ella Keenan. Her first.
McMahon will shoot 2.
McMahon converts that free throw. One for 2 there for McMahon. 12-point lead for Chaska. Sanders brings the ball up slowly. Off for Schaefer. Off for Schneider. Kennedy Sanders with the drive. Ooh, somehow finds a little room and score. Sanders up to 7 points. It's a game high so far. St. Louis Park back in the offensive zone. We got a 3 here for Massey. Tipped out by Keenan to teammate Aubrey Heyer. Heiber with the drive. Schneider with a strong move inside. Let's see. Nice rebound by Schneider, and she's fouled off the Sanders miss. Chaska doing a really, really good job of crashing the boards and getting behind the St. Louis Park defense, which is without, again, Chantel Harden, the 6'1" forward, who averages double digits in rebounds. So without her, you take away a lot of rebounds. Schneider on the board with her first points of the game.
Alexander and Frank back in.
Schneider ends up 1 of 2. Keenan got a hand on the ball, but goes out of bounds. Chaska up 24-9 here. 6:20 to go in the first half. Little press here, half-court press here for Chaska. They fall back. Higher on the ball here. 7th grader Ellie Frank with the dribble. She is called for a carry. Chaska will get the ball. Schaefer into Sanders. Sanders, of course, this season became the program's all-time assist leader. Ella Keenan with the rebound off the Sanders miss. 3 ball from Schaefer. That's long. Another rebound for Schneider. Higher for 3. Oh, bounce off the rim, off the basket, and in. That's 8 now for Higher. Just 4 off her career high here. We have a travel on St. Louis Park. So Chaska ball again. Scholke back in here. Chance to extend the lead. Is now at a game high 18 points here. Sanders into the front court for Scholke. Off the wing, Schneider. Back up top to Keenan. Higher. Ooh. Massey did a good job of getting through the screen, but has whistled for the push. That'll be her 3rd foul here.
Miller back into the game.
It's only the 5th team foul on St. Louis Park, so not shooting free throws. Short bench for Coach Richardson gets even shorter with Massey on the bench with 3 fouls. Inbound here to Higher. Sanders from 3. Just a little off here on the shot. Rebound McMahon, who's played the entire game along with Schmitz. Schmitz into the front court. Little pick and roll. Schmitz to McMahon. McMahon couldn't control, but gets it out to Bella Miller. Schmitz up top again. Pull up 3. Long. Good rebound by Kennedy Sanders, and we're going to have a foul on Miller. Chaska will be in the bonus after this for the rest of the half here at 6 fouls. Josie Lukoski's back in for Schneider. Addie Schneider, the youngest player on the team, 9th grader. Played the last 2 seasons on the varsity girls soccer team, so we're going to have an offensive foul away from the ball on Kennedy Sanders. That will be her 2nd foul now. St. Louis Park ball. Schmitz to Spates. Tries to find Johnson in the middle. Knocked away. Keenan gets on the floor for the steal. Higher starts the drive. Finds Sanders, and we're going to have a one-on-one opportunity here for Kennedy. Fouls on Ellie Frank.
Fouls on Frank. That is her first. Sanders will shoot 1-1.
Sanders scored 42 points, a career high last week against Benilde St. Margaret's, the #1 ranked team in 3A. I was talking with Kennedy's dad before the game, and I said, all she needs to average is about 25 points a game to hit 2,000 for her career, but, she's got a chance. Missed a couple games last year with an injury. Obviously only had a half a season of games in the championship season a couple years ago, but she'll likely end up in the top 3 scoring in school history, behind Mallory Heyer and Courtney Bolin. Another steal from Ella Keenan. Good defense from the sophomore. Sanders up to Lukoski, to Heyer. Sanders with the drive off the glass. We're going to have a foul on Jordan McMahon for St. Louis Park. And that's the part of game that Kennedy Sanders has really come a long ways on. She's fearless when she goes into that lane, and been doing it for 5 varsity seasons. Sanders misses the first shot. Anna Lenzen, Kylie Cyrus return for Chaska. Sanders makes the second. She's up to a game-high 10 points for Chaska. The lead is up to 21. Long 3 from Alexander. Schulke with the rebound. She brings it up court. Nobody picks her up, so she keeps going. Arm might have gotten hit. Silas gets the rebound, though. Schulke from the wing. Lenzen with a strong offensive rebound and putback. Lenzen now has 7. St. Louis Park back with the ball. Schmitz on the wing. Dribbles to the right, looking for help here. Out to Frank. Frank with a strong dribble here. Great defense from Lenzen. Oof. Not much there, but whistle will be on Lenzen. A little bump on 7th grader Maria Johnson. And that will be the 7th foul on Chaska. So that means they'll be shooting 1-on-1. Alexis Schaefer will come back in for Kennedy Sanders.
Miller returns.
Frank off of the shot. Rebound, Macy Alexander, but she turns the ball over. Josie Lukoski with the steal. Up court, Anna Lenzen. Lenzen out to Lukoski for 3. That's long. Silas in on the rebound, but is called for a foul.
On Silas, that is her 2nd.
That's number 2 on Silas. Shooting 1-1 will be Bella Miller, sophomore for St. Louis Park. McMahon, after a quick break, is back for the Orioles. McMahon averages 8.5 points a game for St. Louis Park. Miller is off with her shot. Schulke in the front court. Ooh, tall for Silas, but she uses all 6'3" of herself to catch that ball, sets herself, scores. Real nice play for Silas. Good look from Schulke. Miller up top for the Orioles. Off to McMahon on the wing. Back to Miller. Oof. Nice little play there for St. Louis Park. Little give and go there. McMahon with the basket off the glass. Count it.
McMahon is good, and she will shoot 1.
Senior Amelia Hartford into the game for Chaska here with 2:04 left in the first half. McMahon's fourth trip to the free throw line. She converts that. Cuts the Chaska lead to 22, 34-12. Koski in the front court. Off for Schulke. Back to Koski on the wing. She's going to catch her for moving her feet. Travel. Chaska comes into the game here with a 7-game winning streak. Their only loss this season to number 2 ranked St. Michael Albertville, which suffered its first loss of the season to number 4 Wayzata.
Basket by McMahon, the assist to Frank.
Frank and McMahon on that one. McMahon, most of the offense here for St. Louis Park. She's got 10 points.
Hartford is into the game for Chaska.
St. Louis Park ball again. Frank up the court for Schmitz, who also just took a small break, but is back. Off for McMahon on the wing. Hartford is guarding her. Off for Alexander. Baseline, good rebound by Amelia Hartford. Chaska's running here. Schulke into the front court. Gets past McMahon. Off for Lukoski. Back to Schulke. Out to Hartford. Foul and the basket. Amelia Hartford.
Basket by Hartford is good. She will shoot one. Foul was on Frank, her second.
Amelia, one of 7 seniors on the roster for Chaska. A 3-point play for Amelia, who came into the game with 5 career points, so nice possession for her.
Schneider's back in.
Schneider comes back in for Lukoski. Under a minute here in the first half. Chaska up 37-14. McMahon in the corner to Alexander. Long on this 3. Schneider with the rebound. She's got Schulke running here. Yep. McMahon stood her ground right outside of the arc. Gets the charging call.
That is her second.
Coach Seifert asking if she was in the arc, but I think she was outside of it. Little pressure here from Schulke in the backcourt. Schmitz beats it. Finds Frank. Lenzen with the strip. McMahon with the ball now. Back to Miller. Schmitz up top. 16 seconds left. Looks like St. Louis Park is pulling it out for the last shot here. Schmitz will go with 5 seconds. Left-hand dribble. Crossover. Schulke with the reach in. It's going to be 2 shots since Chaska is in the double bonus.
Alden Schulke is her third. Schmitz will shoot 2.
That's the 3rd foul for Ashley Schulke. Schmitz short on the first one. Aubrey Heyer will come in here with 2.7 seconds left.
Heyer is back in.
Spates and Johnson back for St. Louis Park. Second one is good. Schneider coming down the court. Up to Heyer. That's going to be after the whistle. Ooh, it almost goes in. And that is your first half here. Chaska with a 37-15 lead.
37-15.
We will be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Chaska High School here. Metro West Conference clash between number 3 ranked Chaska, St. Louis Park. All Hawks here through 18 minutes, 37-15 lead. Story here is Chaska's depth. Kennedy Sanders, 10 points. Aubrey Heyer, 8 points. Anna Lenzen, 7. Ashley Schulke, 4. The list goes on. St. Louis Park down 2 starters, including their their leading scorer, Chantel Harden, has 2 scorers. Jordan McMahon with 10 points. Evie Schmitz with 5. 2 teams will start the same starting 5 here for the second half. Chaska starts with the ball. Schulke inbounds the ball to Sanders. Sanders off to Keenan, back to Sanders. Dribbling in, leans and scores. Somehow she always finds that. Quick 2 for Kennedy. Quick steal for Ella Keenan. Foul here on St. Louis Park. Was listening to what the referee was saying. Macy Alexander with the hold. Chaska quickly back with the ball again, off for Keenan. Back to Sanders in the wing. She sees some space, but finds Lenzen on the side. Lenzen, strong take and score. Anna Lenzen with 9 points. Been fun to watch Anna's improvement the last couple years. Was on that state championship team as a reserve. Came in onto the scene a little bit more last year.
Excuse me. Foul was on Massey.
Scored 17 points in a game last year against New Prague. Has topped that one time this year with 19. Anna's headed up to University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota to play Division II ball next year. Get a chance to watch her brother Trey here on Friday. Plays for the Chaska Hawks. Chaska with the ball again after an offensive foul on St. Louis Park. There's a 4th foul on Massey. Sanders off, Lenz and rebound. Jump ball is called. St. Louis Park basketball. Talked with Coach Seifert before the game, and praised this senior group, 7 girls in all, for how close they are. And you hear that, and I was a sports reporter for 20 years, so you hear that all the time, but you could really hear sincerity in her voice when she talked about how well they got on and off the court, and really the results probably speak for it right now. 12-1. Not sure anybody pegged Chaska to be right where they have been the last couple years. St. Louis Park still looking for their first points of the second half. Heyer with the rebound up to Schulke. Lenzen with the drive again. Lost it as she went up a little bit. Rebound space into the front court for Schmitz here, looking to potentially pulling up. I think we're going to get a reach on Heyer here. Nope, we're going to call it Sanders. Her 3rd foul. Not much to worry about here, up 41-15. Sanders will stay in the game. Ooh, good take here for McMahon. Keenan went up for the strong block, but we whistled for contact, arm contact. No blocking, actually. It's a 2nd foul on Keenan. McMahon will go to the free throw line here, where she has 3 of 6 for the game. Make that 4 of 7. McMahon for her 2nd. Good. She has a team high 12 points, 12 of the 17 points here for St. Louis Park. 3 points off of her career high from earlier this season against Eden Prairie. Sanders inside to Keenan. Sweet little left hand. Got deep on Alexander and was able to score. Higher with the steal. Ahead to Lenzen. It's a little short on her attempt. Alexander out to Schmitz for St. Louis Park here. Schmitz into the front court. Stops. Find Massey, who's playing with 4 fouls here. Slowing it down here at St. Louis Park. Ooh. Good hand by Anna Lenzen. Schulke. Sanders, 2-on-1, and a score for Sanders. 45-17, Chaska. Schmitz brings the ball up, works to her left. Off for Alexander. Massey. Off for Schmitz. Down low for McMahon. Uses the arm to create a little separation, but shot falls short. Lenzen with the rebound and dribble up. Off for Sanders. Corner for Schulke, real nice play.
Schulke from Sanders.
That's 6 for Ashley. Ashley comes into the game averaging 9 points per game. Had a career high 18 earlier in the season. Oh, sorry, season high 18 against Centennial.
McMahon.
Ashley Schulke, captain with Kennedy and Anna. She'll be heading to Concordia St. Paul next year to play in the Northern Sun as well. Good look from Schulke with a great cut from Ella Keenan. 2 nice buckets for the sophomore.
Basket by Schulke.
Both with the left hand too. Miss for St. Louis Park. Ball bounces off to Sanders. She's not stopping. Hard off the glass though. Redirected by Spates. Schmitz up to McMahon. McMahon underneath. Ooh, Keenan with the big block. Wholesale changes here for St. Louis Park. Ellie Frank, Maria Johnson, and Bella Miller in. McMahon, Massey, and Alexander to the bench. For Chaska, Alexis Schaefer and Josie Lukoski are in. 30-point advantage here for Chaska. Likely to have running time here once we get underneath 10 minutes. Ellie Frank with the drive. Looks for Maria Johnson. Back out to have Evie Schmitz. Schmitz looking for a shot. Frank. Good hand by Keenan. Knocks the ball away.
Silas is into the game.
Keenan will be replaced by senior Kylie Silas, who had a bucket in the first half. Sanders is guarding Schmitz. Lukoski has Frank. Not much space inside the arc, but good look from Schmitz to Spates. Her first points of the game. Timeout, St. Louis Park. 30 seconds here. We'll keep it here. Again, thank you to our sponsor for this game, Dunn Brothers of downtown Chaska. Open 7 days a week, 6:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Stop on down, say hi to the staff, grab a good coffee. I was telling manager Amy Van Epps, that was where I was hired many years ago. when I was hired to work at the Chaska Herald in Jansen Villager. That was where I took the interview. That's where we did the interview with then editors Mark Olson and Richard Crawford. So strong ties. Wasn't even a coffee drinker then, but definitely am now. Well, we're back here for action. 28-point lead here for Chaska. Sanders is on the bench. Schneider is in. Contact here from Frank for St. Louis Park.
Foul on Frank is their third.
Alexander will check back in here for Spates. Chaska going 5 off the bench here. One starter in there right now. Great feed from Maddie Schneider to Kylie Silas. Very impressed with Maddie Schneider, the freshman. But she will be called for the reach-in. And we're going to count the basket. +1 for Schmitz.
Basket by Schmitz is good. She will shoot 1. Foul is on Silas.
Well, I guess they gave Silas the foul, her third. Thought it could have been on Schneider for the reach. Schmitz's free throw is good. It gives her 8 for the game. Schneider running the point here with Lukoski on the off guard. Schneider with the ball, looks down low for Alexis Schaefer. Boy, they are working that play very, very well. Alexis's first points of the game. Sophomore, averaging almost 4 points a game for Chaska. St. Louis Park here. 3 ball.
2-point basket.
Oh, nope, 2 ball. So photos on the line for Miller. Her first points of the game. Chaska right back. Great dump down from Lukoski to Silas. Boy. Good ball movement for Chaska. 3 possessions in a row with assists. And we're going to have a quick turnover here for St. Louis Park. Chaska will get the ball on the baseline since nobody touched the ball.
Massey and McMahon are back in for the Orioles. Sanders returns for Chaska.
Ooh, good strong move from Silas. Good feed from Scholke. Doesn't fall. Unable to corral the rebound. St. Louis Park ball here. Under 11 minutes to go. 55-26. Chaska looking to extend here. Looking pretty safe to extend to 3-0 in the Metro West Conference and 13-1 overall. Good take here from Frank. As I mentioned earlier, 1 of 2 7th graders here playing tonight for St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park down 2 starters, and so 7th graders are getting more and more time. Shot long from Alexander. Schneider with the rebound. She's fouled.
Foul on Miller is her third.
It's a 4th team foul for St. Louis Park. Chaska inbounds. Sanders up into the front court here, blows by Frank, pulls up, back out to Schneider. Schaefer with the drive to the right, off to Sanders. Double teams, kicks it out to Schaefer. Schaefer with the left hand to the right hand, pretty, very pretty. Boy, good ball movement here for Chaska here in the second half. Another take and foul here. Miller will go to the line for 2. Always something to work on when, even in a game like this, guarantee they'll be working on moving the feet here on defense. There's been a lot of reaches on drives here for Chaska. Miller converts the first. Miller converts the second. She's got 4 points. She'll take a breather. Schmitz back into the game.
Schmitz back in.
To the referees talking about something here. Everything's sorted out here. Chaska into the front court here. Sanders for Schaefer. Back to Sanders. Backdoor. Schulke. Just a little hard. Schneider almost comes away a bit with Ruby Massey with the rebound for St. Louis Park. McMahon. Back to Schmitz. Found a little space. Misses. Massey with the rebound and her first 2 points of the game. Massey playing with 4 fouls here for St. Louis Park. Sanders back up top for Ashley Schulke. Strong left. Sanders with the floater. No good. St. Louis Park ball again. Coach Richardson calling out the play for St. Louis Park. Under 9 to play here, 27-point game. Step back 3 for McMahon, that's long. Sanders somehow pulls the ball away. Up to Schneider, up to Silas, and scores.
Silas scoring. Schneider with the assist.
Somehow Sanders got that ball in the corner. Good ball movement, 2 quick passes, 1 score. 8 points here in the second half for Kylie Silas. No, so goes it back. 6 points in the second half here. McMahon with another strong right take. Draws the 4th foul on Kylie Silas. Senior Amelia Hartford getting the call here. McMahon off on her first. This will be the 9th free throw of the game here for McMahon. 4 for 8 so far. 5 of 9. She has 15 points, which matches a career high. Scored 15 against Eden Prairie earlier this season in the Park Center tournament. Hartford in the lane here, bounces it off her foot, turnover. Schmitz comes away, up to McMahon. Schneider. Strong defense. Schmitz ducks under somehow and gets it up and under and in. She's up to 10 points. Cross-court pass for Lukoski. Finds Schaefer just off. Rebound Massey. St. Louis Park moving. Up to Alexander, but Lukoski with the steal. She's got a 3-on-1. Finds Lenzen with the left. Oh, kiss off the glass. 11 now for Lenzen. St. Louis Park back. Schmitz. 3 ball, count it.
2-point basket by
Up 2. Couldn't see the toe from here. St. Louis Park crowd a little excited about that make for Schmitz. Hard-working player. Hires back in the game here for Schaefer. Miller and Spates return for St. Louis Park as well. Hire into Hartford. Lenzen to Hire, knocked away. Chaska will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Sorry, St. Louis Park's basket. Schneider wide open, Lukoski. 4 points for Josie. One of 7 seniors here on the team. Schneider got Schmitz again. Better defense that time. Higher with the rebound up to Lukoski. Lukoski's not stopping. She draws the foul. 2 St. Louis Park players help her up. Always love to see that.
Lukoski will shoot 2. That's State's first foul.
As I mentioned earlier, Josie's a really good lacrosse player. Going to go to Northern Michigan to play lacrosse. 2 older brothers were also good athletes. Chanhassen High School, though. Max Jackson. Koski good on the first, good on the second. She's up to 6 points. After a career high 9 last night and a win over Champlain Park. St. Louis Park will take a timeout. 65-35, 6:23 to go. 30-point lead here for Chaska. Looking down the road here, got the first of 2 matchups with Chanhassen on Friday. They are going back to a doubleheader, which is always really fun. The girls will play at 5:30 and the boys will follow after that. Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network will be there for both of them. They've asked me to come back. I'll be there for both of them here on Friday. Like I said earlier, Chaska is now, after this game, they'll likely be 13-1 here with a whole slate of Metro West Conference games remaining, along with, I believe it's a Saturday matinee with Andover early in February. Chaska ranked number 3 in the state. Hopkins undefeated number 1. St. Michael Albertville, which was undefeated before late last week, number 2. Wayzata at 4, and then if you look at some of the other teams in the section, you got Eden Prairie ranked number 6 and Minnetonka number 8. Lakeville North, another team that Chaska beat, ranked number 10. So looking kind of like it's been the last couple years. Maybe Chaska gets that 1 seed, Eden Prairie, Minnetonka maybe in the 2-3, and Shakopee. Still a lot of season left, but Chaska's definitely got the front runner for the number 1 seed with that big win over Eden Prairie, as well as the big win at Wayzata in December. Wayzata's only loss. Chaska back here, up 30. Schneider to Lenzen. Lenzen off the glass and in.
Lenzen scoring, Schneider with the assist.
Schneider's got 2 or 3 assists here in the second half alone. Lenzen up to 13 points. Hartford with strong defense, moves her feet. Say she got part ball.
Johnson, Alexander.
Orioles maintain possession. Schmitz in for Miller. Miller up top, guarded by Hartford. Switch to Higher here. Oh, another steal. Oh, man. Lenzen almost got the steal. Little bump. 35 feet away from the hoop. We're going to call foul here, 1-on-1 for St. Louis Park here. McMahon back to the line. Short on the first one, so 1-on-1. So Chaska alertly grabs the ball. Up the court, Schneider to Higher, who had 8 points early in the first half. Off for Lenzen. Lenzen's got space. Gets McMahon up. Scores. Impressive game here for Anna Lenzen. Up to 15 points. Just 4 off a career high now. Schmitz with the take. Gets Schneider up again, sideways. We're gonna get 2 fouls, 2 shots on this trip down.
her second. Schmitz will shoot 2.
Schmitz makes it. She's up to 8 points here in the half, 13 for the game. Had 22 earlier this season against Robbinsdale Cooper and 20 on Friday against Laconia. Frank replaces Schmitz.
Frank back in.
5 minutes to go. Lukoski, backdoor, Schneider. Pretty again. Miller with the pull-up 3 for St. Louis Park. A little long. Schneider everywhere right now. Up ahead to Lenzen. Lenzen to higher. Ooh, blocked by Miller. Could have called a carry, but let's just keep it going. Miller up top. Hartford getting some extended play here in the second half. Good straight-up defense by Heyer. Schneider with the rebound. She's on the move. Stops, scores, jeez.
Schneider scoring.
All smiles for Chaska right now as their bench has come alive here in the second half. Alexis Schaefer with 4 points in this half. Kylie Silas with 6 points in the half. Let's see here, you got 5 for Schneider. It's good, and then 6 for Lukoski, so good bench production. A couple subs for Chaska. Alexis Schaefer comes in. And then for the first time, we have Hannah Thule. Sorry, Toole. Schneider, the drive. Steal by Alexander. She throws the ball off Schaefer's knee. Possession for St. Louis Park. Miller running the point here. All the way to the hoop. A little long. Rebound by Toole. Lukoski up to Schneider. Schneider feeling it right now. Wow.
Schneider.
Addie Schneider, 7 points. Clock continues to run here as we reach the 35 points. A couple more subs for Chaska here. Number 32, Sydney Hoffman. Number 40, Macy Anderson. And then senior, number 11, Belle Javier Mendina. In the green shoes here. Looking for her first varsity points here. Plays primarily JV. Schneider running the point here with this unit. Medina out to Hoffman. Off to Toole. Anderson, Medina. Schneider. She's not stopping. Oof. 9 second half points for Addie Schneider. 40-point lead here for Chaska with 1:15 to go here. Shot by Miller. Rebound Alexander, count it. +1. Alexander's first points of the game here. Under 50 seconds to go in the front court. Tool for Hoffman. Hoffman for three, a little long. Medina trying to rebound, but Spates gets the ball for St. Louis Park. She's looking forward. Spates for three. Count it.
3-point basket by Spates.
Snyder walks the ball up the court here, 20 seconds to go. Out to Hoffman. Medina with the, ooh. St. Louis Park up. One last shot here, 6 seconds. Take that back. And that will be your final here. Chaska, 77. St. Louis Park, 42. Leading scorer here for Chaska, Anna Lenzen with 15 points. Kennedy Sanders with 14. 15 points for Jordan McMahon for St. Louis Park. Chaska, now 13-1, overall 3-0 in the Metro West Conference, returns home Friday at 5:30 p.m. to face rival Chanhassen. Admission, one price, 2 games, Friday. Hope to see you guys here at Chaska High School. Again, my name is Eric Kraus.